Intuition. Your intuition is a very important part of you. It's a very important part of your body, right? And what I mean by that is your intuition is the gut feeling that you have when you truly want something, or if something feels off, right? Or it could be another feeling entirely. But your intuition is something that you can't really put into words. It's something that you just feel innately inside. Right? And half the time, it's nothing to do with logic. It's nothing to do with the reasoning part of you yourself, your brain, or anything like that. It is something that you just feel when something feels right or when something feels wrong. And it's something that you cannot ignore. Right? It's something you cannot ignore. The reason I say that is, if you try to ignore your intuition, you'll know about it. Your body will give you signals and sensations that will make you think, okay, I can't ignore this. And I know that for myself. Especially the last year or so, I've had to make decisions, major life decisions in that regard, which haven't always been, they're not decisions that I wanted to make logically. If I was just using my brain in itself, it wasn't decisions that I wanted to make, right? Because they were painful decisions, and they weren't decisions I couldn't take lightly, and no matter how much reasoning or logic that I might have used, or critical thinking that I might have used in order to navigate through a situation, to think about a situation and come up with a solution that way, it didn't work because my intuition was telling me something very different. And that is the thing. Your intuition will want you to make decisions that will be painful, but your intuition is there for the betterment of you. It's there to point you in the right direction in your life. It's there to keep you moving forward and to put you in the best position possible for you to have a happy and fulfilling life. Now, I'm not someone with a university degree with regards to psychology or physiology or anything like that. I'm not going to say that is the case, because it's not. I'm just speaking through life experience, especially the last 6-7 years. I have been on quite a roller coaster of a journey, you could say, and that's why I want to give my advice now through my life experience to you, so that maybe you can use this information to maybe change your life in a particular way if you feel like it's necessary, or change something for the betterment of yourself. You won't be able to listen to your intuition if you're not in tune with it at the same time. That's the thing, right? Especially if you're someone that might drink quite frequently, might smoke quite frequently, they might take other substances quite frequently, or it doesn't have to be any of those. It can be something entirely different. It basically anything that hijacks your dopamine system and spikes it to the point that you always need a particular external force to make yourself feel better about yourself, or bring you out of a feeling of discomfort that you always feel and stuff like that. If you are in that sort of situation, like I said, it can be quite difficult for you to connect with your intuition. So in order for you to be able to be more in tune with your intuition, you have to be able to maybe change some of your habits if you feel like it's necessary in order to be in tune with your intuition even more. And it's not just those things that can help to improve with your connection to your intuition. You know, you can add certain habits or methods into your life, such as meditation, for one. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it for crazy amounts in the day. You can do it 10-15 minutes in the morning, 10-15 minutes in the evening, right? You could do that. You can journal, right? You can journal to bring all of the pent up emotions and feelings out of you, right? You can do that too. You know, if sometimes your mind is feeling a bit foggy or a bit cloudy, certain supplements can help in that regard. Me personally, I like a cup of hot cacao, hot ceremonial cacao. You know, ones that you get from like Peru or Ecuador or anywhere around that South America region and stuff like that. Hot cacao has so many different beneficial components, you know, in terms of anti-inflammation and minerals and all that jazz. I highly recommend it. I actually think it's very good in this instance. If there's one thing I would say for certain, is that you can't ignore what your gut is telling you. I keep saying intuition, it's your gut feeling, right? More than anything else. It's just literally your gut feeling. It's not just what you feel in your gut, it's what you feel in your chest as well, you know? If there's a certain situation that's going on in your life, right? And you feel it, you feel something, you feel like a tightness in your chest, or you feel like a sick feeling in your stomach and stuff like that, but you can't pinpoint, you can't describe it, right? But it's a feeling that's there, yeah? You have to pay attention to it. Because I promise you this now, if you ignore your intuition, there'll be negativity that will build up inside of you. You know, whether it's bitterness or resentment or whatever other negative emotion or feeling that might build up in you, something that will build up in you if you ignore your intuition. So honestly, if you're watching this video right now and you feel like you might be in that similar situation, don't ignore it. You have to make the right call. And a lot of the time it can be painful. But you will thank yourself later. Whatever decision you've got to make, you'll probably feel rough for the next week or two or whatever afterwards, right? But you will thank yourself afterwards. That's for sure. Yeah, I hope I explained that properly. I hope that I managed to explain it in a way that you could understand. But by all means, if you've got any more questions, feel free to leave a comment on my video on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Or you can get hold of me on my Instagram page, StirringTeaInACrazyWorld. It's also going to be there as well. But yeah, it's I hope this is helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Laters.